Hey everyone, and welcome to another edition of the Laguna Beach Independent podcast with Mayor Alex Rounaghi. Mayor, it's good to see you again.
Good to see you, Clara.
To start, we're going to talk about the main beach renovations, which just were completed with a ribbon cutting last week. Can you talk to me a little bit about what the improvements were?
Yeah, it's the improvements were meant to modernize our park, and including electrical improvements, irrigation improvements, pathway improvements, and we're excited to see how it turned out, and especially excited when a project like that is delivered on time ahead of summer, and then also under budget. So we are excited that the park is open and available for residents and visitors to enjoy as we approach our summer months.
Yeah, it's great that you're able to get it done right before the summer for sure.
Exactly.
And uh, next, you have a busy week, a lot of big meetings, starting with
Yes.
the council meeting on Tuesday, and then a special meeting on Wednesday regarding the promenade. Can you fill people in a little bit on what you're going to be talking about on Tuesday specifically?
Yeah, very busy week indeed. We'll start with appointments to our city's boards, commissions, and committees. We have, I think, 35 applicants for far less spots than that. So it's always a competitive process, and we appreciate how people are willing to be engaged in our community and serve on these. So we'll start with those appointments, and then we have a consent calendar that'll be considered, and then on the regular business we have adopting the 2025 fire hazard severity zones for which is basically a ministerial requirement that we have to under state law. We're going to have some policy considerations for outdoor dining, unrelated to the promenade, and then we will be having public hearing to renew the tourist marketing district. And finally, we have an appeal related to an ADU in North Laguna and an appeal of the director's approval of a coastal development permit. So that should be a very busy night, and looking forward to hearing the public's input. We already have a lot of emails, especially on the issue of renewal of Visit Laguna, but it'll be a busy night. And then, yeah,
Potentially a long one too.
probably.
And the next evening, you have a special meeting specifically on the future of the promenade. Fill us in a little bit about that.
Yeah, so on Wednesday, we're going to be hearing three appeals, including most notably of the promenade. And so that will be considered. We've had, I think, five different votes ahead of the promenade over the past several years. So it's something that's been really discussed at length, but we will be, Village Laguna made an appeal and we have waived the fee, and we will be considering testimony on that. We've gotten a lot of emails on it, probably more than any other item since I've been on city council. So yeah, look forward to that. And then probably the most important thing is our fire station, the appeal of the approval of the fire station. And this will be the first time in, I think, 60 years that we build a new fire station. So we are excited to get that moving forward. And of course, want to hear all the public testimony and the input from the community about that important public safety project.
Great. Just as summer's gearing up, we're taking care of a lot of serious business.
Exactly. Exactly. Within a very limited time frame. So yeah, looking forward to all of it and appreciate all the hard work of our staff who make it possible because they have to do all the work of preparing all these agenda builds for these meetings, especially when we have back-to-back ones like this. So we are grateful.
Great. Well, and that sums it up, short and sweet. I will see you in a couple weeks for another
Good.
edition, and have a great week.
Thank you, Clara. You too. Appreciate all you do.
Bye.